First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourself. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
In a world where the truth is twisted and blurred, two souls rise up, their voices unheard. Master of the tedious and raven unite. In Gothic Therapy, they stand for what's right. Their strength is within, equal partners in the battle where the truth begins. With wit and wisdom, they cut through the lies. Together they shine like stars in the skies. Raven and Master, shoulder to shoulder, fighting the evils, growing bolder and bolder. In the heart of the night, under the blackened sky, together they shine like stars in the skies. Raven and Master, shoulder to shoulder, fighting the evils, growing bolder and bolder. In the heart of the night, under the blackened sky, Gothic Therapy reigns and the darkness will cry. That they've left the skits, but the fight carries on in every video. Their mission is strong, breaking down the madness, exposing the fake. In a culture gone wild, they're the ones who awake. Two minds, one mission, to expose the deceit. In the world of pop culture, they'll never retreat. Raven and Master, a force so true. In Gothic Therapy, they see it through. Raven and Master, shoulder to shoulder, fighting the evils, growing bolder and bolder. In the heart of the night, under the blackened sky, Gothic Therapy reigns and the darkness will cry. Together they rise, a power untold. In the shadows the story unfolds. Equal in battle, equal in might, they bring the truth into the light. Raven and Master, shoulder to shoulder, fighting the evils, growing bolder and bolder. In the heart of the night, under the blackened sky, Gothic Therapy reigns and the darkness will cry. Join them in the fight where truth and shadows meet. In Gothic Therapy where the mission's complete. Raven and Master, two sides of the same coin. In their battle for truth, let the world rejoin.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, Master of the TDS and Raven stand side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof with sharp wit and insight. We're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refute. Secrets of the ASYLUM, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside, we'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark, join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's start the debate. With Master and Lighting and Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the asylum,
For those seeking salvation,
or embracing the insane.
you have come to the right place.
How is everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys
Who-
enjoyed that new intro.
Who likes? Yeah, I was about to say, who likes the new intros?
Hopefully
Master
people
worked
like them.
hard on them. Praise him.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to put it up as like a video, which I had to do because it doesn't let me. I have to
Because
break
the
it into
file
like
was
two
too
parts.
big. The file
Yeah.
was just too big.
But I think it's pretty good. I wanted to have like I thought like the whole music was good, but I kind of wanted it to kind of add like a little bit like an intro song kind of thing. I mean, it's a little cheesy because of the fact that it's like our faces on,
Mm-hmm.
basically, yeah, the characters, and it doesn't work perfectly, but it's a work in progress. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Plus, having something with our faces on it makes it a little more personal.
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted it to kind of be like letting people know to subscribe, and then kind of it being like a little intro to the thing. And that song that was for that's called Psycho-Synopsis. That's the song. Written by me again. I seem to be good at that.
Yes, you are.
But yeah, so let's go over some channel news quickly. Then we'll see who's here, and then we'll kind of go into our topics.
Yes.
Okay, so first thing to come up with, we got to mention is that you may have noticed if you are a channel member, which again, no pressure to be one, but if you are one, you may have noticed there has been a change to the channel memberships. A couple changes in regards to the perks and a couple bit changes in regards to the labels. So we used to have it where it kind of went by the phases of the moon because, well, we thought it was kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't really fit our theme, at least in the same way. So
Yeah.
we wanted to come up with something that we felt fit our theme a bit better and also kind of fit with the channel a bit better. So recently we ended up figuring that out. And so now I'm going to read to you the perks for each level. Again, we're making this very quick. We're not going to go over this in detail. I just want to let people know. Instead of having dusk, midnight, and dawn, we now have disturbed, manic, and psycho. So disturbed is the lowest. You get the loyalty badges and emojis and priority reply to comments. Manic is the tier up from there. You get discounted merchandise and members only videos, which there are some already. None of them are new necessarily, but we have them there. There's some videos that have been made members only, and you guys can see those. And then there is Psycho, which all basically gives you is a personal thank you, which we don't do anything like Mr. Beast. We actually
we do handwritten cards, hand signed personally by the two of us.
Yeah, and again, no
Written
pressure to
by
do
me
that.
because I have the better handwriting, apparently.
Yeah, my handwriting, I can't read my own handwriting. But
Honey,
yes,
I write in cursive. Tell me you know anyone else who still writes in cursive.
tell me you could read my handwriting.
Yes, I can. Have you read my dad's chicken scratch?
You can't read my handwriting, trust me.
My dad's chicken scratch is worse. Trust me.
But yeah. Anyways, so that is a thing now. Again, we are planning it potentially at some point in the future to kind of change things so that we can maybe have like one of these a week or one of these every month or 2 months where we will have actual people who are like certain level of members able to come on with us and chat because we want to include you guys a bit more.
Yeah. And I'm mostly just happy that we finally did this because I have been trying to get Master to do an asylum theme with our channel for ages. I always kept telling him creepy abandoned asylum would work perfectly for us. It's Gothic and it's therapy. Hello.
Okay.
And
we don't want to spend
not do it until now. Finally.
We don't want to spend too much time on this, but we want to get kind of through it. But yeah, we did do the thing. We have a new intro thing. We have a new intro statement. You seekers of the asylum. You guys are all the asylum inmates. Yes, that's all of you. You're either seeking asylum, which means refuge, or you're seeking asylum because you're crazy. Either way, we're here. So wow, I'm surprised that Mike actually picked that up.
Well, I did lean away from it a bit.
Oh, cool. But yeah, so we're going to get into our topics. But first off, we did have 2 short segments that we did last time. And basically what we did was game therapy and media therapy. We're not like getting rid of them, but we kind of asked people to kind of tag us and stuff, and no blaming anybody, but we didn't get tagged in anything and we didn't come across anything. So we're just going to kind of go ahead with it. If you guys do decide to tag us in something in the future, maybe we'll come bring it back. We're not like canceling it, but we're trying.
Yeah.
This is still trial and error. This is the 8th episode.
We are still in the experimental phase.
Yeah. We're not used to doing this necessarily with just live shows. So kind of bear with us as we figured that out. But yes, okay, I think that's it. Was there anything else we need to bring up, honey?
We can talk about the holidays next month. You should probably make the calendar for that for everybody.
Remind me tomorrow. Yeah, there are some Jewish holidays coming up this next.
We are going to be going offline for 72 hours straight, 3 times in October.
Yeah, so that's going to make things a little difficult. We are going to still have our show. We're going to still have our show. It won't be Sunday, so we'll still have our show.
Next Sunday, though, is a fast day, so it might be in the morning instead of in the evening.
Yeah, because let's be honest, if we haven't eaten and it's all that late, we're not going to be in any mood to talk to anybody. Let's be honest. As much as we love you guys.
Conditioned to talk to anybody. One or both of us will be lying in bed in pain.
Yeah, I get migraine headaches when I fast, so that's the thing. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. We'll kind of go into detail on that. I'll make like a calendar and I'll post it up on the channel at some point. But yes, let's go through and see who is here. I've seen some new names, which is cool. So we'll go through like we normally do. We have a Neo Dark Matter says, good evening, all.
Hello.
The Great One is here with his wrench, says evening. Ashes with his little member mark that I kept forgetting until someone reminded me about it.
Is now a Psycho member. A shame that I cannot change the card from a distance to say Psycho instead of Dawn. Oh, well.
What do you mean?
He's a top tier member.
Well, now he has a collector's item. See, no one will have one that says it's a Dawn anymore. So only a couple people got those. So this is a collector's item.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5.
Yeah,
4 or 5. We sent them to 5 people in total, I think.
Yeah. All right. It says hello. Hope everyone's doing well. We are. Let's see. We have Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, MCU, and Doctor Who. Saying hello. We have Macy Van Dessen is here. Says here for now. Probably won't be able to stay long as usual. Well, sorry about that. This is the best kind of time for us. It works out.
Next week, if we do end up streaming in the morning because of the fast, maybe you will get to stay for the whole thing. Yeah.
But we've been making look, everything's trial and error right now. This is kind of the time so far is kind of stuck, which is good. But we're still working on stuff. This is only our 8th episode. So you'll see the thumbnails very different. Like we're going to be changing up our thumbnails a little bit. We're working on all stuff behind the scenes. You know, we're working under the hood, so to speak.
Yeah.
3M5000 says AI heavy metal. Woo. Jared Barkham says this whole song is awesome. Thanks, I wrote it. Let's see. We have a Paladin demo painting a couple of mummy minis currently. That's awesome.
Nice.
The Jinja Ninja says hello. Well, I missed the intro video. I'll have to go back and check it out. You should. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, we're happy to have you here.
Arigato, Jinja-san.
Okay. Let's keep going. Gillespie Cavendish says, if the game comes with the talk of women can be great warriors as men, then I've already abandoned ship. What I want to see and have hope for is Quentin Tarantino's story of revenge, like Kill Bill.
I still haven't seen that.
But yeah, we're going to get into that.
Something I shouldn't have admitted, that I haven't seen Kill Bill.
We haven't seen a ton of things. We were so sheltered. Just for new people here, so I do see there's some new people who are mentioning that they're new. We're going to get to you in a minute. But we grew up Orthodox Jewish, like super strict. We're still Orthodox Jewish now, but we're a little more modern, so we're a little more, relaxed.
We were fortunate that our parents weren't as strict and allowed us, TV in the house and computers and fun.
Just get into songwriting already. Sit down time for it. Yeah, no one's gonna hire me to do songwriting. Let's be honest.
Why not?
It's not gonna happen. Guy Gadboy says need more diversity representation. A note from their thicket.
He said the word. He said the word. He said the word. He said the word.
Fine. You said diversity, so we have to do the stupid diversity clip that I keep forgetting about. Where is his comment? Okay, here we go. Here's the diversity clip. Where is it?
It's the differences that make our world so rich, diverse, and wonderful.
I still hate you, though.
There you go. Happy now?
Yes.
Okay. Fasta Sola says hail. Hail to you.
Hello.
We have okay, I'm gonna butcher this.
A Janice.
A Janice. Let's know if we're spelling it we're saying it incorrectly, and probably the likelihood is that we are, because I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. New here, but after seeing you guys were followed by a little platoon, I knew I had to take a look. Oh, interesting.
Well, welcome.
We made a short about him last week. I wonder if that's the reason you saw it, because he posted it on Twitter and he actually commented on it.
Yeah,
we've been on with him a couple times. Okay.
He's a cool guy.
Plus, seeing a Jewish couple in this sphere with similar media thoughts, well, it's rare to see some more of the tribe. Oh, well, welcome.
Wait, it's specific. Which tribe are you?
I think she's Jewish, obviously.
Oh, I know that. I meant which Shevet. Does anyone even know their Shevet anymore besides me?
I need to have a clip to just use, because no one else gets that joke.
I mean, literally, I'm a boss Kohen. It's literally so easy to know my Shevet.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if anybody else is here. Not anybody else here right now. Oh, did my membership not go through? Oh, it did. Why did it not notify of a membership?
Well, is our bot working tonight? Because I don't see it in our chat.
I'm forcing it to rejoin right now, and it probably will not work. But watching baseballs, yeah, that's never going to happen. So probably miss you live next week, and the following week I'll be away. Aw, come on. You gotta tell them, you gotta tell me, you gotta stream to go to. I'm just kidding. You can say that, honey. I have no idea.
Doitashimashite.
Okay.
I think I pronounced that right.
Or you didn't, but it's not better than I would have pronounced it. What a freaking political ad. Ugh. Oh, so it is working.
We don't even talk about politics.
We got from Joseph Wemp a $2 super chat with a super sticker that says
thank
you with a little
you.
pair. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for the cash.
So the bot worked on Discord fine. Yeah, it did work on Discord. We have one in our chat that's supposed to drop links and let people know when they subscribe and whatever. And it doesn't seem to be
If you
working.
do, I just gave a link to our Discord. If you do, oh, thank you. I learned from anime.
Yehuda, I believe my grandmother has a family tree to Rashi. Wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's impressive.
Nice.
I literally my only bragging about Jewish heritage is I'm descended from the temple priests. Directly descended.
There's a new person in the clinic.
Oh, is there?
Yep.
Gotcha. Hold on a moment, please.
Raven runs the clinic. So
we have it specifically set up that you cannot see or do anything until you are given a role, because unfortunately we have haters.
Yeah.
And they are so annoying.
We have haters that really, really do not like me specifically. I still don't really know why, but I guess it's because I exist, I would assume. But yeah, I think that's it. Let's see if it's doing the glitch with anything else. No, it seems to be working okay.
And also, Jinja-san said I get a pet bat.
Good luck with that. Is he sending it?
I already have a plushie bat. Her name is Annabelle.
Okay, but
I
is
want the
he actually...
sandworm plushie!
We don't even have the sandworm popcorn bucket.
I want the sandworm plushie! If we order it now, it'll come by my birthday.
Okay, relax. Okay. Hold on. The stream was interrupted by a political order allowed to do that. I think that's a thing. I've been told, and I can look in the settings.
Almost every ad is political these days.
I've been told that they do that. You're male, you're Jewish, and have the wrong opinion. Pick and choose. You fit so many of the wrong categories. Yep.
And he's a redhead.
Yeah, I'm a redhead
Oh
too.
no, I'm talking about the exclusive Sandworm plushie from Killstar
Yeah.
with their Beetlejuice collab.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
available for pre-order and it's so cute.
Okay.
But you're
Speaking
right.
of,
Master really does want that Sandworm popcorn bucket.
yeah,
If
it's never
anybody
happening.
wants to send it to our PO box,
It's not happening. We do not have the money.
send it
for
to send
and
something to our PO box, please. We
but
want
let's
stuff.
see. Because you mentioned Beetlejuice, it's a good time to remember, if you are here before we get into our topics, just remember to like the stream. Please do.
What do you think of this? You like it?
You also should show
Better
them
like
the
it.
new thing we made for money.
That one was one we just made today. But
Yeah.
Reddit 2, yep, all the wrong ones. Picture this new media. Paul Ernie says, is a salute. Oh, thank you. Finally got
Salute
to catch
to
a
you
stream.
too.
Thank you for being
Well,
here.
hello, sir. I salute you back.
But yeah, I think we should get into our first topic, right? As we said, we're going to be only having our 3 topics today. We had the media therapy and game therapy, but we didn't really find anything this week, and we've been kind of busy with the holidays coming up. We haven't canceled those segments specifically. They're just not we're not prioritizing them. If we get if someone tags us in something, it might have been something worth bringing up. But for now, we're going to I think we should move into our first topic, right?
Yeah, we should.
The one that everybody's here for, or at least some people are here for. So yeah, let's get that started. The internet's reaction to Ghost of Yōtei, a spiritual successor to Ghost of Tsushima, with a new female samurai lead, has been mostly calm despite some predictable backlash, with fans largely supportive. Now, that's not necessarily the case, but that's the summary that we went with for now.
Yeah, this whole debacle was really, guys? You're jumping to that conclusion already? No one has actually said anything.
So I got a lot of hate for this on Twitter. So I want to use this opportunity to make my stance on this clear, because a lot of people seem to get very angry with me because I was one of the people saying that we should not jump on this game and call it woke right away. And it made people angry because of the fact that the person who is the voice of the main character, Yotei, is pansexual, gender fluid, whatever. I don't know.
Just LGBT. Just one of the LGBT
part, and has some strong opinions. Okay. And the game devs, the ones that are involved in the game, seem to also be very political as well. Or having the LGBTQ flags and all this kind of stuff. Whatever.
But
Here's
literally the game was only just announced, and the devs haven't said anything about it yet.
Yeah, exactly. And look, if you asked me, are there red flags? My answer to you would be 100% yes, there are. 100% there's red flags here. You can't deny it. I'm not going to deny it because I am already blocked by this person despite never having interacted with them at all.
Yeah. Apparently, she started blocking people in anticipation of backlash for her announcement as the main character of the Ghost of Tsushima sequel.
I don't know. I think I've actually been blocked by her for a while. I don't know why. And I'm not going to pretend I remember or anything. I don't think I interacted with her at all. But here's what I'm going to say. Okay? I want to use this opportunity to clarify because I think a lot of people got mad at me because of my opinion on this. And here's what I have to say. I think this game has a lot of red flags. However, I also think the first game was very good. It was not my kind of game. I haven't played it. But everybody else who told me about it and any gameplay I saw looked very good. So everybody, for the most part, said the game was good.
If I may, I still have it on my wish list. It's a game I've been wanting to play since its release. But I'm waiting to, be able to afford it, for it to be on sale.
Yeah. Basically, I kind of said, hey, we shouldn't jump and call this game woke, and got dogpiled for it because everybody was saying, oh, we all see the signs and whatever, not really understanding, I guess, for the most part, what I was trying to say here. Do
Matt,
I think... Sorry, go ahead.
you were basically saying that, guys, you're making us look exactly like they all say we are. You're jumping at this, saying that it's woke and attacking it when nothing has been officialized. You're making us all look. You're making us all look dumb. You're making us all look bad. Is basically what you were trying to say. You were telling them, "Hey, you can be skeptical, but please try to be smart about this. Don't just jump the gun."
And as I said, people were not letting me kind of explain it, and they're getting mad at me even when I tried to explain it. But basically, do I think this game is going to be woke? Given everything going on with it and whatever, I would be very surprised if it were not woke. What? Shocking. I actually think it might be woke? Yes, I do. However, I am not going to label it woke when there is nothing woke in the game. Do the people around it and the voice actress make me have skepticism? Do they make me hesitate? Do they make me go, something's going on here? Absolutely. And I think we should all be vigilant. We should all keep reporting, researching, all that good stuff. But when we jump like trained dogs and go, woke, 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 whenever we see something, it makes us look terrible. And the other side celebrates because not that what they have to say really matters, but they feel vindicated because they get to see us exactly the way that they portray us, and we look terrible. And so I was saying, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's wait and see if any of the stuff we're seeing bleeds over into the actual game, because at that point, if that were the case, then calling the game woke would not only be justified, but we'd have the evidence to back it up. Right now, all we have are people involved with the game with strong opinions and LGBTQ leanings and all this kind of stuff. And for all we know, maybe none of that is allowed in the game. We don't know. Or maybe it's always been the point, and we'll end up seeing it in the game. But I think we should say, reasons for skepticism. Let's take a back seat for a minute. Let's take a step back. Let's recognize that the game isn't out yet. And then when it comes out, when we see gameplay, when we see stuff that tells us, hey, there's something more here, then we call it out, just like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so controversial? Is that so strange to say that we should wait before we jump to conclusions and look like trained dogs? I think we should wait. We should make sure that we show the other side and show everybody else, especially the normies who might be looking in, show them that we're not just saying things, that we're not just, barking at shadows, that we are actually passionate about what we're talking about, and that we actually are going to take the time to do research and take the time before we jump to conclusions. This will not just make the other side look terrible, but it will also potentially convince people who are on the fence to kind of join the side that looks more professional, that looks like they're taking things more seriously.
Thank you.
And that's what I was saying.
It's ridiculous. Everything is just crazy. Why can't we have people who just think for once?
And look, if you are one of the people who says, hey, you know what? I've seen this pattern before. I'm already not going to invest money in this because I don't want to support this kind of people or whatever. That's totally fine. But own that is the reason. Do not label the game as woke. Do not fall into the trap. That's what they want. They literally want you to label it woke and do all that kind of stuff because then it looks bad. It makes us look bad, and they can just sit back and watch it. They get everything they want. So fine, say I'm not supporting the game because I don't support the views of people involved with it. Boom. Completely justified, completely logical, perfect. Do not say it's because the game's woke. We don't know that yet.
Yeah, do not just go running your mouth saying things that have not yet been proven.
But I want to make very clear. If somebody asked me right now, point blank, do I think that the game's going to be woke? I think there's a very good likelihood that it will be. But I can't say for now, for certain, so I'm not going to. I'm going to instead reserve things and say, you know what? Let's wait. Let's watch. Let's be smart. Let's be the side that takes the time to research, to do the work that the other side doesn't want to do. Because when you know me, I'm the guy who comes with the receipts. I'm always that guy. When I come with the receipts, they get destroyed. Why? Because when you have facts on your side, they always lose. It doesn't matter. So they literally will always lose because you have the receipts. You have the facts. We all should be using that to fight back because immediately before they even say anything, they've already lost.
Indeed. But right now, it's too early to have any receipts because there are no facts yet. So right now, it's just jumping to conclusions way too far ahead.
And again, be skeptical, be smart, keep doing the work that we've done all this time. The reason that all the stuff is going on in gaming and everything is because we took the time to research, we took the time to do all this work. Keep doing it. I will be right there. If this game turns out to be a woke mess, I will be there. I will be there to call it out when it happens.
And we will be the first people to say, yes, yes, apparently it is, but we decided to wait for more news before jumping to the conclusion.
Exactly. And you know what? It might not get us as many clicks, but you know what? I'd rather be truthful. It is always the more important thing for me to be truthful. And until I see a woke thing in this game, I am not going to call it that because the word is overused, and it becomes valueless, and it makes us look bad. And I refuse to be part of that. So if you want to do that, that's your choice, and I respect that. But I am not going to do it because I think that we can be better.
Amen.
All right. So yeah, I had to get that off my chest.
I apologize for that bang earlier. I dropped something accidentally.
It's okay. I can mute your audio for doing it. For people new here, what we do with first these kind of segments is we talk about it amongst ourselves like we used to do in our videos, and then we go and see what you guys have to say in the chat. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to look at what you guys have to say in the chat. There's a sequel. Yep.
There is now.
She is a militant. I looks like it. Ghost of Tsushima is good. I've heard.
I want to play it.
I've heard it's very good.
Play it. I was so upset when it was our first only for PlayStation because I am now a Steam player. I really, really wanted that game. I still do.
PC's Master Race. Sorry.
You can. Like I said, I'm now Steam. I'm now a Steam player. I used to be an Xbox player. My husband converted me, although I still use a controller for a lot of my games.
Yeah. Is the game is the same game as that works on the last game. So actually, that's what's interesting. People have done research, and a lot of the game devs that were involved in the first time are not necessarily involved in the same way in this time. That does not mean that they're not involved, but we've seen there are new people on the team who clearly have the flags in their bio, the pronouns.
The red flags, basically. Yes.
The red flags. So is it abnormal to go, hey, we're seeing a pattern here, we don't want to deal with that? No, makes perfect sense. I get that.
But the devs haven't said anything yet. That is why we are waiting.
Exactly. Until we see something in the game that's actually going to be like, yes, this is clearly bleeding over, we don't know. There have been times where there have been people in games who have been political, whatever, and the game's come out and it's been fine. Don't we owe them? We all championed Ghost of Tsushima last time. Don't we owe them a little bit of benefit of the doubt this time? Just a little?
I would think so.
Loud activists in their spare time. Loud being the operative word. Yep. Sweet baby.
Don't know.
So,
didn't you discover that this actress also worked in Pacific Drive?
Yes. So, is this person involved with Sweet Baby Inc.? I have not found anything, and in case people want to understand, I actually managed to trick somehow Sweet Baby Inc., and I'm able to see their Twitter now. They allowed me to follow them, even though they're private, and I have not found or dug up any information that shows that this person is involved. However, she clearly has some agendas, and that's whatever, and it definitely bled into a couple other games, at least from what I could see, but we'll have to wait and see if it bleeds into this one. You know? And look, you guys don't want to support this person? Play it in Japanese. Subtitle.
That's true. That is what
There
some
you
people
go.
are saying they're gonna do.
I'm blocked by her too for some reason. Never said a thing about her. Also, they might be taking Assassin's Creed route with this series. Maybe we'll have to see. That's rational. Unfortunately, someone with the opposite opinions wouldn't be hired. Yeah, that was my wife walking in here and not telling me so I could mute it. Yeah, as I said,
Sorry,
work in
I was
progress.
gonna super chat and realized I forgot to bring the paper so I can write down all the money that we get.
Okay, but we already got $2. Don't forget that one. And next time, just let me know so I can mute it. So it's not a problem.
Sorry.
No one really. I don't think anybody cares. But yeah, opinion would be hired. Yeah, that's true. I understand that. I completely get that. But as I said, we have to wait. We have to see. Give me over extra runs on big takes. What's trending? Yep, I muted a bunch of posts. I'm going to be honest. I mute posts all the time now because I just don't have the time nor energy to deal with some of these people because clearly they're not here for a discussion. They're not here for a conversation. They want to view things one way. And you know what? That's fine. They're allowed to do that. But I am not going to be that kind of person because that's not who I am. Never has been.
Yeah.
I don't mind playing a girl. It doesn't look like she has the chin. Just worry about the actress. 100%. See, right here, this is a rational take. I don't mind playing as a girl, but it doesn't look like she has the chin because, they sometimes make her masculine jaw. Worried about the actress. Totally fair. If you told me right now, hey, you know what? I'm so worried about the actress that I don't think I can support this. That is a totally fine take, and I will 100% support that. But saying, this actress is in the game, so it's clearly woke, whatever. No, we look stupid. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Great take. Caution is understandable, but I don't jump to woke right off. Time will tell. It could be good, bad, woke, intersectional, or we could get a great female character like we used to. Yeah, it's definitely possible. And it's also possible that it's everything we say it is. But let's wait till we have the evidence to back it up, because when we don't have the evidence, we look stupid. When we have the evidence, anybody who challenges us loses immediately. They wouldn't be stupid to ruin a game like that as they crush Assassin's Creed Shadows because of scheduling, would they? Who knows? Mr. Dark Ace 28, it's a new, I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before. Unfortunately, this is what the culture war has done to people's minds on social media. Exactly. Look,
unfortunately,
I get it. It's very, very alluring to get caught up in it. And also, especially if you're a content creator, it brings clicks. Don't you don't have to tell me twice. I know. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm logical. I come at things with logic. If you're going to tell me straight off that because this person worked in a game, whatever, that is literally, you ever hear the saying they always say that these stands or whatever can't separate the actor from the character from the actor or the actress? That is literally what we're doing here. We are literally being the hypocrites. We are literally doing exactly what we claim other people do, and we can't. We have to be better, because we need to not just be the people who are correct. We need to be the people who are right and have the evidence to prove it. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Just stop acting like an adult. How dare you? I know. They have purged the industry, replaced everyone with people who are part of a cult, and I'm tired of funding their careers, so maybe we can let everyone know she's crazy and people can choose. Absolutely fine. Totally fine. But let's not call the game woke. That's all. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
It's good to be skeptical. 100%. Trailer didn't give us enough to give a logical conclusion yet. I respect that about you. Well, thank you. Thank you. I try. Tim's Talk says, I'm so woke I haven't slept since The Last Jedi. LA by Night is good proof of why Erica is terrible. Yeah, look, again, I anybody who tells me, hey, this actress is terrible, do you think I'm arguing with you on that? No.
No.
I get it. I told it. She has me blocked.
You played Pacific Drive.
Yeah, I've played Pacific Drive. I'm blocked by this actress. I've never spoken with her. So if anybody understands that she's not great, I kind of get that vibe already, But the game isn't yet. That's all I'm saying. Problem with prematurely calling things woke goes back to the boy who cries wolf. At this point, I don't believe or trust anything. Totally fine.
Pretty much, yeah.
They celebrate things that are being woke, but they don't like things being called woke. Maybe, but these people bait and switch tactics. Absolutely, they do. They do. And if it turns out that we're incorrect, I will literally make a post and I will own it. I will say, hey, I gave it benefit of the doubt. I was wrong, and here's why.
Mhm.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
I'm wrong. And you know what? I deserve to be called out for it. And if people are mad at me about it, they are totally welcome to be mad at me about it. But I was not going to
Exactly.
compromise my integrity until I had evidence that I could see with my own eyes.
And that is just one of the reasons I love you.
Aw, shucks. We have a $5 super chat from Macy Van Dessen says, bye, have a great stream. Y'all have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, evening, depending on the rotation of your location. I love that saying. I love that line.
Can we coin it?
Hi, Macy. Appreciate it. Always a great supporter of the channel.
Yeah.
I'll wait and see. Ghost of Tsushima was so much fun. I need more gameplay footage to see the devs act both in interviews and on social media. I've learned to separate art from art. Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Someone's sane.
If we are going to claim that other people can't separate art from the artist, we need to be able to do what they can't. And if we can't, then we look.
Exactly.
Boom.
Thank you for having logic.
Ashes with a $5 super chat. Master and Raven, do either of you know about the Lunar Remastered Collection? And if so, what do you think about it and will you be getting it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no clue what we're talking about.
What
I
is
try
this
to-
lunar you speak of? I do not know.
I try my best to keep up on this stuff. I have no clue what you're talking about. Please let us know. I have no clue.
Please.
Forking Around says, hail. Hail, nice to see you.
Aha, nice name.
What they're saying is they're stupid but aggressive and that's gaining so much power. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I admire people's ability to have so much optimism. I, on the other hand, am a cynic. They no longer deserve the benefit of the doubt. And that's a valid take. Again, I think that right there, what you just said, there is nothing wrong with that take. I get it. I support that. But let's not call the game woke. Let's call the people woke. Let's wait. We can't label a game when we don't have the evidence to back it up. We can say, hey, I see a bunch of red flags and I'm not giving this game the benefit of the doubt. Boom. Totally logical take. Great. Has evidence to back it up. Go for it. But if we go, well, all these people have red flags, and because of these red flags that are associated with this game, the game must be woke. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
You know? Let's wait and see it.
It was only an announcement. That's not enough to go on. Come on, people, use your brains.
Eric, TLDR of her Alley by Night. Eric is playing herself, but a vampire. You're being rational, not just insulting us like the people on the side are. Our side are. Yeah, I got insulted. Look, I get it. I get it. Tensions run high. Do you think I don't get it? I get it. We're passionate. We're gamers. We want good stuff. We don't want garbage inserted into our games. We've been fighting against this for ages. But if we want to show people who are on the fence, those are the people we need to reach, the normies. And if we are able to show them, hey, look, we don't just jump at things. We have evidence. We go through research. We go through sources. More and more people will come to our side. I mention this all the time. I have so many people who follow me on Twitter who message me or comment and say, hey, I do not agree with you on X, Y, and Z. But you always come with evidence and you're respectful. And I'm here because I think that we can agree to disagree. That is how we win, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we win.
Yes.
Good thing about the game is customization, like putting on a mask. You don't just hear empowered face being pushed around. That's true. With actors and voice actors, if you can't
Ashes sent me DM Lunar Remastered. It's an anime-based game. Shall I give you the link in the private chat?
Well, maybe not when we're on the show. I'm trying to get to the comments.
Okay.
With actors, voice actors, you cannot separate art from the artist. You have to stop watching a lot of the classics. Exactly. Fantasia Project. So be hero. I might probably completely butcher that. Hey, everybody. Hey, nice to see you. We have evidence of patterns within Disney, Ubisoft, and their companies. Exactly. And that's totally fine. We can be skeptical. Be skeptical. No, I would not use my brain. I'm drinking. Fair. Actress blog people preempting these word telling anything. Yes. And again, I want to make very clear. I am one of the people she blocked. If anybody has a reason to go red flag, I don't want to support this, it's me. And you know what? I probably won't support it, not because I think it's woke, but because it's not my kind of game. But if more comes out about it and it turns out that it is actually woke, I will totally, throw it out there. I will be right there with you guys. But until then, even though I have every reason to be, I'm not doing it. I can't.
Yep.
Maybe that was the white pill I needed right now. Well, I'm
You're
happy.
welcome.
I'm happy. Look, all I want if you leave here and you disagree with me, that is totally fine. I 100% respect that. All I want is to make people think. That's what we need to do. When we think, when we use our brains, we win. They don't want us to do that. They want us to literally act impulsively. And when we act impulsively, everybody else but us wins. We may feel like we're winning, but in reality, we're losing. We are noticing patterns, right? And we're making assumptions and determinations based off those patterns, and that's a logical approach. But when we become impulsive, it's not a logical approach anymore. It's no longer based off of patterns. It's based off of impulse. And just like when it comes to learning the patterns, if you cannot learn the patterns and watch how this happens, these other people are going to use that to their benefit. And we can't let that happen. If we want to not just succeed, but we want to win this culture war, we have to fight smart. Not with brute force. We have to fight smart. Brute force can be used in certain places very well, but we have to use it strategically.
There are times when you need a rapier and times when you need a sledgehammer. This is one of the times when you need a rapier.
Exactly. Right now, we can pull out a rapier and be like, you know what? I'm going to be defensive here. We'll use a sledgehammer.
Use finesse, not force.
We have all these tools at our disposal. Let's use them. JRPG with roots on the Sega CD mastered, whatever. Okay, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
We have Secrets of the Past Parahistory. Hello, all. I hate to judge. I discern a book by its cover, a game movie. I'll have to play it to see first before I make an informed decision. That's totally fine, too. Totally fine. I recall an exchange with you about this on X, and my argument is not that it'll be woke. My argument is that it will not be good because making a good game will still take second place to the message. And you know what?
That is fair.
I agree with that. I think that's probably the case. But I'm still, as much as I want to say, hey, you're right, we see the pattern, everything, whatever, I'm going to reserve judgment because you know why? It makes not only does it make us look smart, it makes the other side who says, hey, look at them, they're just jumping at any female character and saying woke, it makes them look stupid. I had people getting mad at me and being like, haha, these people are horrible people. She blocked them all. And I'm just like, I'm literally defending the game. Do you know what those people did? They ran and hid. Because they realized, oops, and they looked stupid. They looked so dumb. And you know what? That is the cherry on the top for me. I'm not a fan of cherries, mind you. So we'll have to change the cherry to something else.
I love cherries.
Let's put a strawberry on top. But that's the strawberry on top, okay?
I like cherries. And strawberries.
Seems to me everyone is saying this, at least every major creator. Good on you guys. I totally agree. I'm glad.
Thank you.
All the major creators are saying it, and that's good. So there was fighting about it. I think that, look, we can all disagree. But let's disagree respectfully, right? That's all. That's all I ask. Let's do that. Let's be human beings. Let's talk to each other. Let's have different opinions. Let's discuss the opinions. Let's get into it. Let's have a great discussion. You know? For separating art from the artist, you have people like Chris Evans saying that he can't wait for us to die. Can I ignore that and keep funding his career? No. There's a difference. You see, is this person campaigning for and says everybody who doesn't like this person should die? No. Is she saying things that are controversial? Yes, but you know what? I am not necessarily going to fund Chris Evans' career, but also ask yourself this: do we know exactly what Chris Evans has taken? Do we know if there's not something that you're buying or whatever that might potentially be giving money to him? We don't. Now, I'm not saying go out there and support him. I'm saying you don't have to support people you don't want to. But at the same time, we should not be labeling a product based off of the actions of the person. So, for example, let's say Chris Evans is in a movie. Does that automatically make the movie bad because he's in it? No. Does that make it that maybe you won't want to go to the movie because you don't like Chris Evans? Yes. And that's fine. But don't label the movie because of him. Come on. Like, a good example right now, and this is going to be controversial as heck. Jack Black. He's in the Minecraft movie. I think the Minecraft movie looks awful, regardless. Okay?
But I don't care if Jack Black is in it. I just care that the animation and everything about it is complete nightmare fuel. Jack Black, I don't care who plays Steve. All I care is that it looks like crap.
Exactly. That is a different situation. It looks like crap. I'm not going to support it. But let's imagine for a minute. Let's imagine that it did look good. Does that mean I'm going to go support it? No. But it means that I don't have to label the whole thing terrible because there's a person I don't like playing in it. Fair?
Yes. We should probably start moving on.
Agree to disagree. Yep. Oh, look, our bot's working. Cool.
Yay!
I think I want to get one more people. Jack Black has become Night for Fuel. Act Bam's criticism people are going to think Locus makes the term meaningless. We need to prove him wrong. Exactly. You're right. Well, look, I don't have to be right. We can all disagree. But I think we should all just take a step back, use our brains, come at it with the logic, because when we come up with the logic, we win automatically. Last one we're going to read here. We're going to move on to the next topic. My introduction to Erika Ishii is her role in Loki is Loki from Fire Emblem Heroes. You did so beautifully as her, but now I feel conflicted. What just crossed the line? I have to stay neutral for now. Look, that's a very valid approach. I wouldn't blame you though if you went, you know what? She's a terrible person and I don't want to deal with her. Then fine, don't. But say it's because of her. Don't do it because it's not.
Yeah.
One more. I'm having trouble. It's not letting me see. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. It's lagging for me. Is it cutting? Am I cutting out at all for anybody?
I don't think so.
Hope not. I'm excited for Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Haven't played the games before. That might be cool. Okay. I think we're good. Let's move on to the next topic. No, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Remember, we don't want to go for more than 2 hours, so we're doing fine. Yeah. We're going to move on to the next topic, and we're going to get to that. It looks like my signal's going out, so a little bit. Am I roboting a bit?
I don't believe so.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next topic, and we're going to kind of go from there. We normally would do media therapy right now, but we don't have it, so we're going to move on to the second topic right now. Fans of the... sorry. I'm still going to marry her unborn daughter.
Yuck.
Fans of the Rings of Power are slamming the controversial kiss between Elrond and Galadriel in Season 2, Episode 7, calling it ridiculous and overshadowing the, quote, much anticipated, end quote, Siege of Eregion battle, which also turned out to be lackluster. Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying this is kind of a summary line. Not many people are anticipating this. You can look on Twitter and people are tweeting about it, but hate to break it to you, the views aren't very good.
Yeah. The only reason we know about this is because people are sharing clips and whatnot.
Yeah. We decided to tap out of this show very early on because yes. But let's address this. So, why is this weird? Because Elrond, honey, do you want to explain the connection here?
Because Elrond is supposed to get married to Galadriel's daughter.
Her unborn daughter.
At the moment, in this time period, unborn. So basically, it is technically an incest kiss.
Yes, and look, there is a reason for it in the show.
Apparently he was hiding a ring in his mouth.
Not a ring. I think it was like a pin or something. I don't know exactly.
Whatever it was, there was something small that he was hiding in his mouth, and he had to get it to Galadriel secretly. So he decided to do it with a kiss swap for some reason.
Because
put it in her pocket.
Because basically there were some orcs, I believe, and they had to like do it in a way the orcs wouldn't find out, and the orcs didn't like the intimacy, so they kind of it made them uncomfortable too. I think honestly, I'm gonna be blunt.
Intimacy, then how are there orc babies?
I'm gonna be blunt. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna be blunt, okay?
Yeah.
This is not a clever thing in the plot. This is lazy writing. There were tens of thousands of ways that you could have done this without making something like this happen. It's weird. It's just weird.
They did it on purpose, obviously. That's what's so outrageous.
No, look, They're trying to get the shippers. And look, is this the most egregious thing I've ever seen? No. Is it something that I think was necessary? No. Do I think Tolkien would like this? No.
Hell no.
I think this is a perversion of his lore. And keep in mind, we've seen all this, and they're still committed to 5 seasons of this.
Somehow.
I don't have words. And the funniest thing, if you'll look on the right here, you'll see Eregion in season 1 and Eregion in season 2. Do you notice anything strange about these 2 images, honey?
One is a thriving city, the other is a ruin.
But wait, do they look the same? They're the same location.
No, they look like 2 different cities.
Do you want to know
Just a
why?
different angle.
What did you say?
That or it's just a different angle of the buildings, because one is closer up and the other one isn't. Then again, one has ports and the other doesn't. Also, the one on the top does not have a border wall.
Do you want to understand why this happened?
Sure.
Basically, they had said that they were going to make all these sets in one location and they were going to film all the stuff there. And then they decided after the first season, nah, we're going to move somewhere else.
Well, that's dumb.
I don't know why. That there were horses killed in the making of this thing. This is just sad.
Is horses being killed on set the reason for a move, though? I would just investigate the reason for the horse's death and then, pay reparations to the horse owner.
No, the horses died after they moved. They got kicked out of their first location. So they had to leave, but they had already planned everything going to be there, and that's whatever. And horses die, whatever. Look, they've lost over half their audience. This is weird. And the thing that I found the weirdest part of all this, okay? Let's be honest, it's not the kiss, okay? It's the weirdos online, like making slow-mo videos of them kissing and going, "Oh my God, I shipped them so hard." It's like,
God, why?
Tell us you've never read or
tell us you know nothing about Lord of the Rings without telling us. That is how. Hell, I don't even like Lord of the Rings, and I am cringing at this because I know this isn't supposed to happen.
It's just unnecessary. I feel like what I take away from this, regardless of whether the kiss was weird or not, let's be honest, okay? Here's what I have to say. This is bad writing. This is a bad writing problem. And given the fact that this show has been pretty bad up until this point and has not gotten any better, I could say that the writing is probably a really big contributing factor to this. So perhaps this is just a thing that they should learn from and recognize this is a terrible plot device. This was clearly made for shipping, and this is ridiculous. Why could you not have written something better? Oh, wait, that's right, because you're not.
You can't. They are talentless, useless, uninspired, lackadaisical hacks who know nothing of the craft. I'm sorry, but that's the nicest thing I can say. There's so much more I want to say as a writer who does everything I can to respect lore when I write something of something else. It really, really makes me want to rage and violently hurt something or someone.
I'm going to say this, okay? When I was told before this season came out, where they were saying how they were Halandriel's going to be a thing, and I'm thinking,
no,
like, come on. I can't. Who in their right mind takes this show seriously? Like, come on.
No one, because the people taking it seriously are the people not in their right mind. Then again, did they ever have a right mind to begin with?
They did. It's just it's infested in pornography.
Clearly.
But yeah, congrats. You have another ship that you can ship. And here's what I would say. Why does a ship float and a stone cannot?
I don't know. It's a dumb line.
Because
buoyancy
involves shippers.
But
that was terrible.
What causes other ships you want to know what causes other ships to sink? When some ships have a cannon
Except this one destroys cannons. But
I literally got the line I said off of Tumblr.
I'm gonna like bad kitty you because why are you doing on Tumblr?
To be fair, it was a screenshot of a Tumblr thread. I wasn't
I
actually
don't
on
care.
Tumblr. I don't have
Get
a
that
Tumblr.
Tumblr infection away from me.
What? It was a true line, and it made me laugh. It was like,
it's Tumblr.
Screw you, shippers.
I mean,
why
that's
canon
great,
exists.
but it's still Tumblr. It's still Tumblr.
True.
My favorite comedy of this year, I'm the Witch King. Ew, Elrond kissed his wife's mom. That is so
we
weird.
didn't say the topic was over.
Yeah, we did.
But we did? When?
I figured it was over.
Oh, I did. I thought we were still going.
Was there more to say?
No, not really.
So I think we're good after the canon comment. I thought that was a good place to
Yeah.
stop.
Okay. No, you're right. You're right. The canon comment is a good place to stop.
Yeah. Elrond kisses his wife's mom. Just read that line. Like, how? How does that work? How does anybody think, yes, this will be great?
Bleh.
Evening, says geek activist Xavier Pierce. Good evening to you. Nice to see you. Rip Celeborn. We don't talk about him.
Yeah.
The Peter Van Insight says, hey all. Hey.
Hello.
Fans don't they mean fan? Well, no, it is fans. It's just one fan with multiple accounts. How fast your eye hear banjos. CW levels of writing. I'm going to disagree with you. Okay.
Don't insult CW. CW had some good things.
The CW had Supernatural. It did have some decent shows. It had like the first season of Arrow.
Didn't it also have the Secret Circle?
Yeah, the Secret Circle. Nobody talks about that show. I loved that show. That was good. Man, this is one of the least horrific things for the show for me. I have a hard time with the gold painted Tupperware armor. There's so many things to get mad about this show. I just think this was weird. It was just, this is literally, the reason I'm focused on this is not because of the kiss and because it's breaking lore or whatever. It's just terrible writing. Like,
yeah.
Who thought this, like, you know what? They're going to be caught and they're going to make out. Like, what? There are so many other ways you could have done that. Come on. Like, really? Couldn't have used the hug. Exactly. You couldn't have just gone hug and like slipped it in her pocket.
Put it in a pocket. There are so many more ways to do this. Why
You're
do you
cutting
have to
out,
swap
honey.
Spit? There's so many more ways to do that. Why do you have to do the swap spit thing like they do in anime? Oh wait, because they are doing it because they like anime. That kind of anime. Bad anime.
No, some people like that kind of anime, and that's fine. Just so we're clear, though, guys, we are probably, I would hope, we'd be looking into, we should be ordering another one of the microphones that I'm using for Raven. So hopefully we'll have it within the next couple shows. So, just
hopefully it'll come on time.
Not only lazy, but desperate. Pulled it by some random fanfic. Exactly. Syncbait ship sync. They got Joes of the Oceanview ship on Accolade. Oh my god, that was so weird. Hope it's canceled after this. Disparu pointed out there was a handoff, so the kiss was completely necessary. I confirmed to watch it too for reviews and lulls. We met Disparu in person. It was nice.
It's not bad.
How many years between seasons? Too many.
I
the
don't
Rings
know.
of Power is an absolute disgrace to Tolkien's legacy and should have been abandoned and left botched on the cutting room floors. Except the fact is the Tolkien estate actually is for
Approved
this
it.
because they makes the money.
Yep. Because
And
Amazon pays them well.
They got kicked out of New Zealand. Yep. Rip horses. We're trying to get through this stuff, guys, because we still have one more topic. So I'm trying to get through everything. So I'm not getting everything. Tolkien died again when they made them kiss. I also get my barf back. This is truly insanity.
Yep.
Readers like the show for reminds a bunch of freaks with some repressed issues they need to resolve. As a therapist, I can only say no comment.
Yeah,
which
Master
kind
would
of
just
is a
refer them
comment.
out. Master would just refer them out to a proper mental institution
Honey,
with
we're in
padded cells
asylum
and
now.
straitjackets. I know, but we don't have padded cells and straitjackets yet.
If we did, we're not giving it to them.
I'm just saying we could keep the weirdos as pets.
It made me get to see Grandma Brimborg grasses by boulders twice. Give me the beach and give it to me raw.
You can't do
Speaking of all
Scottish.
that, it's probably directed by someone who has a mom fetish due to possible mom issues. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. That just made it worse. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you
Bad
doing?
kid him. He needs bad to be bad kidding.
Yeah, that was pretty special. Want to see my emotional scars?
Giving us emotional scars. Please don't do that. Almost missed the stream. Well, glad you made it.
Fine.
I think they killed off Celebron. So I've heard they're not. I've heard they're planning to bring him in season 3. That's what I've been told. But to be fair, my sources are not as good as Gary's. So whatever I would say, pretty much whatever Gary says is probably true, or Chris Gore, because they have pretty decent sources.
Considering
but my
that Gary
sources
is
said they're planning to bring him in.
Yeah. Gary, I know, is the major Lord of the Rings buff, so I am gonna go with his opinion on it because I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings. I respect, as I've said before, I respect Tolkien. I respect what he accomplished, but the story's just not for me. I found it boring. I tried to read it. I tried to watch it. I thought the movie. I almost fell asleep during the movie.
Honey,
I'm gonna get past chapter 2 of the book.
Honey, you're getting in dangerous territory. There are Lord of the Rings fans in our comments, and you are saying you don't like their sacred Bible. We have to move. We have to move quickly. What's the secret?
I've always been a heretic. I'm a freaking Night Lord.
Oh, is that a Warhammer reference?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
What's the Secret Circle? It was a show on the CW that ran for 1 season, and it was about witches and stuff. It was actually quite good, and it was canceled after the first season after a cliffhanger because it was too expensive to keep making. It's available in certain places. I would say give it a watch. It involves demons. It involves a lot of stuff. It takes a lot of twists and turns. It was very entertaining. To be fair, I've watched it a long time ago, so it might not be as good as I'm remembering, but I remember it being pretty good.
Yes.
Hey, I just got done with homework. Glad you're still live. Yep, we're live for a bit more.
Homework. I remember those days.
Slip her. Oh God. Raven's bike is trying and dying. It's not dying. It's just not made to handle Raven, and I don't think there's any mic made to do that.
Probably not, but the one you have, when we finally get me that one in another color so we can tell them apart, will probably be able to handle me. I mean, it was able to handle us during our past recordings. So if anyone wants to donate to the microphone fund, please leave a super chat or become a member.
We're already
do it now.
Buy it, but read this next one, honey.
LOL, if they are doing anime, is there a tentacle scene coming up? I hope not.
I mean, they did.
I don't know about any tentacle monsters in Tolkien's lore. I'm pretty sure the Balrog has claws. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the Balrog doesn't have tentacles.
Are we saying that they can't change the Balrog because they care so much about the lore?
Fair point.
Watch, it'll be the Balrog's tongue.
Also, I demanded money, honey. You need to play the new clip.
Hold on. Elrond told Frodo to throw the ring in the fire. Yep, and he made out with Galadriel. But because Raven wants me to use this new clip, we have a new clip for money because it's a thing, and she's been trying to get me to use it. So we're using it. Okay.
We need money.
That's the stuffing out of those ugly old piggybacks they are! Come on, kids, give me all your money. It's for a good cause. Me! Come on.
Thank you. But seriously, we could have used the money.
Hold on. This show is making Okasan online more tolerable than that. Rings of Power, the MILFs of Region.
Ooh. Ouch.
Great. Hope for season 3 just for the reviews. Oh, God. I'm really sorry I thought any of that. Well, it's too late. Raven, I have boss that ever watched Star Wars, no interest in. Tastes are individual. Don't worry about it. We all have different likes and dislikes when it comes to literature. I've said before, I'll say again, you do and be proud of it.
Yay. Because I'm currently rereading Dracula. And I'm still enjoying.
This season of Rings of Power clearly takes place in Alabama. Sweet home Alabama.
Don't let Bubba J hear you say that.
The only show I heard them try to do it with witches was a Charmy, but whatever happened to that? It got booted. But for the love of God, please no. But I wouldn't put it past them. Raven didn't see the tentacle monster fellowship, I guess.
No, because I watched the 3-hour version when it was still on Netflix like 10 years ago.
The Balrog did have a
was so
You're cutting out. You're cutting
bored.
out. You're cutting out.
The
Cutting
whole
out.
time I watched the first Lord of the Rings movie, the 3-hour version, I was bored out of my mind. I was like, why is nothing happening? What's going on? I'm not following any of this. What's happening? What? I was just bored throughout.
The Balrog did have a fire whip in the movie, so I wouldn't put past modern Hollywood to make that a tentacle. Oh, God. Let's stop talking about tentacles. Osaka-chan's online full titles. Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? It's an isekai anime about a monster whose son eventually is about the two. Oh, God. Thank God. I will never watch that.
Okay, now it's a good thing that doesn't have an English dub because it was on the wish list at one point.
Okay, just to be clear, wait. Just to be clear, when we say English dub, I'm going to be completely blunt, okay? Yes, we could watch all the stuff in subtitles. At the end of the day, after dealing with a bunch of clients and whatever, I cannot sit there and read on subtitles. So we do English dub. And yes, it's not as good. And yes, whatever. But I'm tired. I don't want to pay attention. So we do dub. Okay? Happy? Be mad.
Yeah.
Rings of Power Uncut Edition After Dark. Monsters in the short version, she probably zoned out. Yep. All right. I think we'll move on to our final topic, and then we have the diagnosis of the week still.
Yep.
This topic is one that nobody, I think, has made a video about. So we're going to talk
Probably
about it.
because nobody heard about it except you.
Am I the only one who pays attention to this stuff? Everybody else is talking about it.
Yes, because you're you.
I'm not going to read some of those comments that are coming in now, but let's go into the third topic right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Twitter/X will now allow users you've blocked to view your public posts, though they still will not be able to interact with them, raising concerns about enabling continued harassment.
Considering that this new feature will allow your haters to screenshot your posts and then make fun of you behind your back, I would not be surprised.
So I'm just going to say this. Let's be honest here. I think this is a completely unnecessary change. I know why he's doing it, and I'll get into that in a minute. Okay. But let's be honest. If somebody wanted to screenshot my posts from an alt account, they can do that. It's not like I can block them everywhere. So it's not like this is something that's like a major, oh my God, this was not possible before, now is.
Yeah.
However,
it's just
go ahead.
is it necessary? Can't we just keep the block feature as is?
I think we should. I think that there's no need to do anything, but I'm going to say what the reason is, and this is going to make things very, very clear, okay? Do you want to know the super deep secret reason that this is happening?
Why?
It's because people are blocking advertisers on Twitter. And when you block them, you don't get their advertisements. And when you don't see their advertisements, Twitter doesn't get money, doesn't get paid. But if you block them now, and it just makes it that you can still see their posts, but you can't interact with them, it means that they could still advertise. Congratulations. We now all understand why this is being prioritized versus dealing with the massive bot problem or the spam or the engagement farming or the glitched videos that I've been pointing out to Twitter support for ages. Yes, I actually have direct lines to Twitter support. They've worked with me based on my bot stuff in the past. They don't get back to me half the time, but yeah, I have spoken with people involved with Twitter. I have gotten accounts taken down in bot networks because of the fact of this. There you go. So I have told them about multiple glitches going on with their sites, and what do? Ignore me because I don't know. Meanwhile, people use these glitches and stuff to farm up millions upon millions of impressions, which means that Twitter must now pay this account extra money. But I'm bad for some reason because how dare I? According to what I've heard, I've made people angry because Basically, what ended up happening was apparently some of the bots that I took down may have actually been paid for by Twitter.
Used by Twitter.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah, so they're probably ignoring you now because they're not happy that you made them lose some of their own revenue and engagement farming.
Well, I'm being currently attacked by bots, which I've already talked about in a different video. But to go back to this topic, Elon Musk continues to make moves on Twitter that are completely stupid. And yes, I'm calling it Twitter because I think that calling it X is stupid. I think you should have called it Twitter X. It would have given everybody the ability to call it X or Twitter, and it would have been a much easier thing, but no. But I'm going to say this, okay? People really hate Elon Musk. I do think that most of his decisions for Twitter have been stupid. The community notes is probably one of the best ones that he's done. But, okay, I'm just going to say this. I think that Elon Musk is prioritizing the wrong things. I know he knows about me. He won't acknowledge me because it would be acknowledging a problem with his site that he doesn't want to acknowledge. But he keeps talking about all the different, the traffic is much higher. BS. We both know that there's so much of your traffic is bots. We both know this, Elon. And you know what? You'll probably never see this. But in case you do, we both know the real reason your traffic is going up. We both know why you're prioritizing other things. How about you instead try and prioritize things that actually matter about the site, to improve it, to make it better, to make it able to do things better, instead of making it so the block button doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And then another thing he's planning to do is to make it so that you can no longer see likes or comments on your main feed. You'll have to click on the post for those to come up. Nobody wants this. You said you were going to run out polls for any major site changes. Did you not? And I have yet to see a poll. So I think that you shouldn't be able to do this until you do a poll. But let's be honest, you're going to do whatever you want. And you know what? I admire the fact that you're trying to do this whole free speech angle, but you can't even do that right.
Unfortunately. Oh, well, just another person promising something and then doing the complete opposite. What else do you expect?
Look, do I think this is a huge detrimental change that will destroy the platform? No. Do I think it was a necessary change that needed to happen in any way, shape, or form? No, I think it didn't.
Not really, no.
So
what not?
What do you want me to say?
It completely ruins the purpose of the block. When you block someone, it means you don't want them interacting with you at all. You don't want them seeing what you're posting. You want nothing to do with them. If they're still able to see what you post, even if they can't interact with you, they can screenshot it and still make fun of you with the screenshot. I know people do that to my husband all the time.
Yeah, they do, but there's just one little problem with it. I hate to brag, and I'm not trying to brag, okay? But I have over 21,000 people following me. There's a very good chance if you take a screenshot of something I've posted and you post it somewhere on Twitter, there's a very good chance that someone's going to find it and is going to send it over to me. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying you can't. You do you. I do the same thing, okay? I take posts and I also do the same thing. So you do you. Get your bag, get your money, do whatever you want to do, okay? But don't expect that I'm not going to see it, because I might.
Yep. You're just that good.
No, I look, I'm no super special person. I'm doing what I can on my end, but I'll be honest. I know that Twitter's not too happy with me. I think this change is stupid. I think if I was going to focus on changing things, I would be optimizing the features that are already there and then building on to other ones. Because I think these just changing features that already exist, why not optimize everything, right? Make everything run faster, better, smoother, not break down. Do that. Make this platform the best platform you could ever make it. The most streamlined, fast, good platform that you could do, which is possible. And then, do you have any idea how much people will be attracted to this? A lot. But you're just making these stupid decisions. You're making people angry at you, which, to be fair, also still gets people to come on and yell at you. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh, well. We'll see
Not
what happens
much has
with
changed
it.
about
Maybe
Twitter.
he'll walk it back. Maybe he'll walk it back. Who knows?
I doubt it. But, I mean, to be fair, he did at one point say there was no be using certain links to offsite in your bio, and then the quartering, I believe, told him like, hey, please don't do that. I'm not trying to compete with Twitter. I'm just trying to sell my coffee, and he changed his mind. So it's always possible. But like, look, you're making it very hard for me to like you, Elon. And to be fair, I never really was a huge fan of you. I'm a fan of the fact that I can get money for being on Twitter now, which I think is cool. But other than that and the community notes, there really isn't anything that you're giving me on Twitter that's making me more interested in being there. So until you offer me something, like, how about this? Okay, buddy? I will be more supportive of you if you give me my subscriptions, which you've been approving for ages, and then randomly one day just said it wasn't approved and asked me to reapply. And I reapplied, and it's been months, and you still haven't approved it. Everybody I know has subscriptions who are bigger creators, and I do not. Okay?
For some reason, you should. You really
I know
should
the
have
reason.
them by now.
I know the reason.
By now.
I know the reason. The reason is because they're mad at me, and so they're not approving it. Well, guess what? You think I don't know this, but I do. So you know what? You can just be a jerk, or you can own up to the fact that there's problems with your site. And you know what? Yes. Okay. You've made it very clear with the people who have messaged me, and the fact that I called you out publicly and then randomly got a post from one of the people involved with Twitter who said the following: we if you want to give us a list of like bot accounts to like a Google spreadsheet and give it to us, I could send it over to the security team. But if you want an official position here, we're not offering that at this time. I never asked for one.
For that. They just
Exactly.
assumed. I think maybe it was because people in your comments were saying, hey, Twitter, give this guy a job.
Look, would I be opposed to it? No. Do I think that I needed it? No.
You're
I
also busy
think,
at this.
but I'm also offering to help you guys, and I'm trying to help you, and you're not letting me. So you know what? If you don't want my help, don't ask for my help. I don't have to help you. But at the same time, if you do ask for my help, don't be surprised if some of my help does things you don't like. You asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. That's really all you can say.
All right. I got that out of my system. Odega Outlaw says, hello.
Hello.
My rage burns with the power of 1,000 rings of power.
Ha ha.
I prefer Dev for something that I do watch One Piece subbed. I'm not reading some of those mother things. Defeats the purpose of blocking someone. It's true. This is already a feature on YouTube. Yep. Twitter says actually speak about the safety of people. Exactly. We were doxxed for over a year. We were doxxed for over a year.
And no matter how many reports I sent about it, nothing was done.
Yeah. Try living that. We had to, I don't know if people know this publicly. We had to move earlier than we intended because of safety reasons. And there were some prices that we paid based on the fact of this doxing that we're not able to get back. So like, I'm nothing too serious, mind you, but like, it's not fun. And I completely think this change is pointless. I think that it doesn't stop anything people weren't already able to do with like an alt account. But like, come on, dude, use your brain. Until they get up at stalking's issue. Yep, just was saying. Yeah, that would do it. Finally, you don't have to log on to think to see what someone's saying. Yeah, again, there's a reason that like comes back to bottom line. You can make ads unblockable. Yeah, that would be easier, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Elon is taunting with me the written Twitter going bankrupt timeline. I don't even bother. Just assume whoever it is has said something stupid. I don't block people, but they do me for some reason. I will only block people if there's spam bots or whatever, or bots that are attacking me, or there's someone who's like attacking my wife or attacking whatever. Like, I'm not the kind of person who will just block somebody randomly. But I've had like when I've been posting, like I posted a thing saying, "Oh, happy birthday to my wife," and then someone's like, "Why are you wishing your wife happy birthday? You're a guy who spends all day on Twitter talking about things you hate." And I'm just like, do you not realize how stupid you look now doing this?
No,
like,
they clearly do not.
I'm wishing my wife happy birthday. You don't have to like it, but if you want to get mad at me, get mad at a post that actually matters. Like it matters in a sense of like matters in regards to your discussion,
and not one about how much he loves me. Come on, guys.
I'm sorry you're jealous, and I'm sorry that you don't have somebody who you love as much as I love my wife. but that's no reason to get mad about it and have a tantrum on my timeline.
Yep.
Why not do this for paid posts? Good question. Nobody gets angry if they're contributing harsh their grift. That's true. Pretty sure I'm black people trying to promote nude pics. That's fair too.
Mhm.
Just tell me two departments aren't talking to each other. If they were, no one would have pulled the plug. If they were, no one would have pulled the plug on Twitter bots. It's an evolving thing. I will tell you this. As someone who's seen on the inside what they're doing, they are, I can tell you this, they are actively trying to get rid of bots. They are. They're every day they're trying to do it. I have seen it firsthand. So I can tell you that they have, okay? But the problem is every time they block one kind of bot, another kind of bot comes up or another kind of bot. They find loopholes. So it's very hard because it's an ongoing problem. There's not like a switch they could throw to stop bots because there are automated accounts. There are bots that do things that are good. So there you go.
Yep.
Elon should have gotten the right to call it Twix. It's fun about the name of the candy.
I know. That's what I said.
I appreciate being able to see who blocked me better for content, but that's just for selfish reasons. I think being able to see who's blocked you if they comment on your post, that's fine. But I think being able to see someone who's blocked you because they don't want to interact with you because you're spamming or messing with them, I think it's dumb.
Yes.
Different owners say mess. Yep. He does free speech better than most, but far from perfect. We can make it better than it was. Better, stronger, faster.
We have the technology.
Twitter's
he
being
does.
straight
He
up
literally has the technology.
Sure.
He's freaking Elon Musk.
Master Raven bedtime. You're getting into mindful thoughts of bedtime. We're finishing up.
Sorry.
You were a greater help. If it wasn't for you, I would not be for all. Oh, sorry. Hold on. You were a greater help. If it weren't for you, I would have not fall for opinions about bots. I think you're trying to say like you wouldn't have gotten confused by bots. I appreciate that people like my work. I will say it's not easy because I've been being attacked by bots relentlessly for the past couple months, and
Probably
it's not
because
great.
you're getting way too close to their source and they're terrified. They're trying
I have a video I'm working on. I'm not jumping at it because honestly, I'll tell you this, guys. I think I got one more bot video in me, and I think I'm kind of ready to move on from this topic. I want to help, but there's only so much I can do, and
especially when people don't listen to you about it.
It's fine. Look, I get it. People are busy. People have other things to do, and it's totally cool. But like, I think I have one more bot video in me, and I think I'm good for a while, if not indefinitely, because I just don't feel like I can do much more. And I feel like even though people keep saying my work is important to whatever, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I make a bot video. Sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't. And that's not the incentive to make them. But if I'm trying to get my voice out there and a video doesn't do well and I'm trying to get like knowledge out there, it's just, it spends a lot of time to do this. And then it's just, it doesn't get heard from people. And my important part is not making money or getting views. It's literally to get eyes on it. I want people's eyes on it. I want bigger creators talking about it. I want something done because I cannot do it on my own. So if I make a video that takes me a couple months, right, to make, which they do take a while, and then it gets 500 views, I'm not going to be mad at you guys, but I am going to go, you know, like, I don't think I should make another one. Not because I'm petty, because it's like, I spent time and I need people to look at this. Not just for me, to make change happen, I need bigger names. I'm not a big enough name to make those changes. So I need people to look at it. And then when I get bigger creators to talk about me, like Asmongold, he lies about me, gets called out about it, and then
doesn't apologize.
Deflects
Where's
again.
our apology, Asmongold? Where's the apology to my husband?
He won't ever apologize because I'd have to admit he was wrong, which he is. He's clearly wrong.
Ugh, the words that I want to say.
I never got Twitter because I didn't want to join a cult. That's fair. Skynet is aware. Twitter might as well be Skynet. You've done all you could do. Let Elon clean up his own mess. Yeah, fair. Master, you and Raven both do amazing work, not just here, but on Twitter as well. I really appreciate your views on things and getting to hear your perspective. Plus, the entertainment is always top notch. So thank you. Well,
You're welcome.
Thanks. Skynet would duke Twitter for being stupid and itself being exposed to Twitter.
That's funny.
Asmongold can eat lit dynamite in Minecraft. Let's be in Minecraft.
Can it be down his gullet before it explodes?
Thanks for understanding me. It's so great to have friends like you both. Take your time on your priorities. As we are human beings, we have hearts and dignity. Yeah, look.
Yes.
As I said, I'm not blaming any of you guys. I've been told my videos on bots specifically get deboosted. Like maybe people just aren't interested. That's totally cool. I am not offended at all. But I'm also not going to spend all this time on a video that's not going to get out there, because if I want people to hear about this so that change can happen, I need people to cover it. That's just it. So if it doesn't get covered, it's a lot of time on something that I could have spent other time on. And I prefer to be doing other things like spending time with my wife, or maybe working on some movie reviews or something like that. I'd rather be doing that. That's more important for me, you know?
Yep.
I think everybody can agree with me on that. Again, no hard feelings towards anybody. I'm not at all offended that people don't watch. I get it. I'm totally cool. But I'm just not going to put in all that time and effort to something that's just not going to get eyes on it. It's just because, especially with these bot things, it needs to get eyes on it. That's the important part.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're on to the last topic here, right?
Yeah. I think that's
so we're going to go into our last topic, which is the diagnosis of the week. And then we'll kind of close off from there. So we're going to get into the diagnosis right now.
And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week,
where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
Because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
So the diagnosis for this week is self-sabotaging behavior.
Please explain.
So self-sabotaging behavior refers to actions or thought patterns that actively hinder an individual's success or goals, often unconsciously. People who engage in self-sabotage undermine their own progress through behaviors like procrastination, perfectionism, excessive worrying, or deliberately making poor decisions.
In relation to today's topics, with the Ghost of Yotei, self-sabotaging behavior is exemplified in Ghost of Yotei's Self-sabotaging behavior is exemplified in Ghost of Yotei as critics undermine the game's success by fixating on the female character design and the actress's activism, leading to concerns about a political agenda. However, jumping to conclusions based solely on her involvement ultimately makes everyone else look bad.
With Rings of Power, self-sabotaging behavior is exemplified in the Rings of Power by focusing on a controversial Elrond and Galadriel kiss, which alienates fans invested in the lore, while shippers who never cared about the story are the only ones excited, further undermining the little narrative integrity the series had.
And with the Twitter/X blocking feature, self-sabotaging behavior is exemplified in Twitter X's decision to let blocked users view posts, prioritizing ad revenue by allowing advertisers to bypass blocks while neglecting to address actual harassment issues and user concerns.
And that's why we feel this is a great diagnosis for this week.
Agreed.
Let's see what everybody's going to say here. We have, is this the plotline for Galadriel and the Rings of Power? Probably. Definitely the showrunners. Self-sabotaging behavior, low-cal specialty. Yep, but they do it for reviews sometimes. You gotta be fair. All right,
True.
I think we're good. We're gonna kind of wrap up, guys. Thanks for being here. We're gonna be what?
Yeah, I was saying,
Okay. We're gonna keep an eye on Twitter and the community tab, because we will let you guys know. I think next week we'll probably have to do our stream a bit earlier in the day because of a fast day. We're going to be both exhausted later in the day, so it's just not going to work.
And as we said in the beginning of the stream, there are a bunch of 3-day holidays coming up, meaning we will be completely off the grid for a full 73 hours.
Yeah. So just
keep
that in mind.
This coming month, 3 times this October, we're going to be offline for 73 hours.
I'm going to eat, sleep, and read. That's what I'm going to do.
Eat, sleep, read, repeat. There's only so much of that you can do in 3 days. Eventually, you lose your mind.
I don't know why my signal's not doing very well. I think I'm probably roboting pretty hard.
You're fine.
All right, but we're gonna end off as we always. I will say this: we'll just keep eye on the community tab. We'll let everybody know about the holidays coming up and everything. But as I say always, we're gonna play our outro now. If you want a special surprise, stick around to the end of the outro, and you will get a special surprise. But thanks everybody for being here. Internet connection, please stop being unstable until I can actually do the outro, please.
But
No internet.
you seem fine to me.
It just
Again, it
I
could
want
be
it to,
because I'm next to the extender.
yeah. But yeah, looks like I'm gonna not get much better than this. But we're gonna head out, guys. We're gonna listen, as I said, listen to the end, because you guys will get a special surprise. But thanks everybody for coming, and join us again when you next seek asylum.
Bye.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woes, a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze, our channel's a refuge, a weird therapy maze. Campaign shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm style, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendor of laughs in the negative light. Darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most. Bell tolls, it's the end time fair. But your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
I think it was Dostoevsky who said, "Later,